Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the Zippo hand warmer. Alright, I can't think of a better day to test this out because it's about 22 degrees outside and it's pretty darn cold in here as well. This is something that it's not new, but I've discovered it newly to me, I should say. It's a Zippo hand warmer, and give you a good look at it there. It's about, I don't know, maybe the size of a smaller smartphone. It's about 4 inches tall, 2.34 inches wide. Comes with a bag to store it during use, and also a small filling cup here. Now, the filling cup, the concept behind it is, you'll see a 1/2 and a 1 on it. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but you'll see a 1/2 and a 1. Fill it halfway, and it'll burn for 6 hours. Fill it full, and it'll burn for 12 hours. Now, the concept behind the hand warmer is that through the combustion of the Zippo fluid, it becomes a catalytic heater, and it relies on the catalyzed chemical reaction to break down the molecules and create heat. So really it's flameless. There's no fire. It's not like you're sticking fire in your pocket or in this. It's a catalytic reaction, okay? Now, it also does consume oxygen, which means it creates carbon monoxide, but without adequate ventilation, sticking this in your pocket outside, even where I am in here, I'm not worried about it. It's such a small amount. Now, we're going to get into the lighting process here, and I'm going to show you how to light it. Let me get my lighter fluid. One sec. Alright. So, first thing you do is take off this catalytic cover. Okay? You do not want to get lighter fluid anywhere near this. You don't want this to burn. This is what causes the reaction in here. So you'll put that to the side. Now you've got 3 little windows here, and some of them are different. Some of them have a hole. Some of them have a hole on this side. Some of them have ovals. But this one has 3 little windows. So we're going to fill up our cup, and I'm going to do it for 6 hours because I don't want this burning all day while I'm home. I'm going to fill it up to the line. See if you can see that. This is really old lighter fluid, but it does work. That's why it's kind of yellow. I think it's like 7 or 8 years old, but it works. And we're going to fill it up. So what you want to do is you take this here, and you don't want to turn this on your side when you're filling it up. You dump this in here, and just fill it up. I can do this. There we go. Fill it up like that. You see that in the camera? You're just squeezing it into each one. Because I'm using less, it's a little more difficult. And you want to put it in there. See, I'm trying to show you when I'm spilling it on the outside. You want to actually stick it into the stuff in here. Now, when you're done with that, you want to wipe all this off, because as you can tell, I spilled a little. And you want to wipe all this off. Let me get it all clean, because you don't want that lighter fluid to catch on fire when you go to light it. Okay? Actually, I'm going to get another cloth to do this, so I make sure I got everything. There we go. And you're going to place the catalytic heater back on top. I want to call it a catalytic converter. It's not. Alright, once you've measured out the fuel, you filled it up, you put the cover back on, and you want to take I'm going to use a Zippo for this. You want to take a Zippo lighter and just kind of run it across the side. They say to do this for 10 seconds on each side. You don't want flame, and you don't want this to catch on fire. So make sure you're not burning it, because that will take away the life from the catalytic cover. Okay. And once you got it good and going, and that should do it. And start feeling, yeah, I can feel it down here. It's already getting warm down here. Then you put this cover on top, and you'll notice there are holes in this cover so that you can get oxygen in here. and you'll stick it in the bag. Now the reason for the bag, they tell you to use the bag because it gets really warm, it gets really hot. And if you stick bare metal against your skin, it'll probably burn you. So, I can feel it going already. Remember, you got to do it for 10 seconds on either side when you're lighting it, without the catalytic top on. And once you're done with that, you may see in the little catalytic area there, you may see a little bit of, not flame, but you might see some kind of like yellow sparks. You might see a little bit of glowing. That's perfectly fine. I can feel this already. It's heating up. You probably won't catch it on the camera here if I show you. But if you see some like little orange kind of glowing and sparks, that's okay. That's supposed to be there, as long as it's not burning. So, that's about it. You got about 10 to 15 minutes before it reaches its maximum, heat. When I tested this out, I didn't see the temperature it got, but it's definitely warm. If you wanted to stick this in your pocket and cover it up, you'd be nice and warm and you'd be good to go. So it's definitely warm enough and comfortable enough, and it definitely heats you up nicely in your hands, especially on really cold days. So you stick this in your bag and you're good to go. And that will provide enough air and oxygen for it to warm up. Anyway, that's about it. There are some considerations if you don't have lighter fluid lying around and you don't use a Zippo lighter. You may want to think about using, the instant ones that may be cheaper for you than stockpile lighter fuel for an emergency or whatever. It does require that, so that's, consumable. And it isn't disposable. It's not something you can just use for $1 and throw out. So this is something you kind of have to take care of. The catalyst on top is a replaceable item. It's a consumable. It will eventually burn out. But for what it does for me, I'm going to... Actually, I have to work early in the morning tomorrow. Yeah, that's getting warm. And it's cold where I'm going out to work. So I'm going to take this along and try it. And we're going to see how it looks and how it works. But all in all, I'm pretty pleased with it so far. I bought this a while back, never tested it, and again, that's one of the reasons I like doing my YouTube channel, is it allows me to test products that I buy, I like to test stuff out, I like to give it a run through and see how well it works for me. So anyway, that is the Zippo hand warmer, the new one that uses lighter fluid. These retail around, when I last looked, for around $12, so it is a little more of an investment, but I find that they work pretty well, and because they're reusable and I already use Zippo lighters, I already have enough lighter fluid, so I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.